Green Bay, I think, is the best team left. They've had a different leading receiver in each of their last 3 games. So they're balanced throwing the ball. They had 188 yards rushing against the Rams, the most in a playoff game in the Aaron Rodgers era. So now Aaron's got his best rushing offense. I think they have the better offensive line. Aaron Rodgers, by the way, is very rare. You get all the upside with 11 total giveaways this season. That includes the playoffs. They just don't give you opportunities. How good teams often lose and better teams often lose is wasted opportunities or turnovers. They don't do either. They're the number 1 red zone touchdown offense in the NFL this year. They don't waste opportunities like Kansas City. They don't turn it over. And they dominate time of possession, number 1 in the NFL. So Brady's the way you lose. He won't get the ball much. Packers win. It's the game I'm betting. It's a 3-point spread. I think Green Bay wins and covers 33-26.
Okay. Marcellus, I want to read a little bit deeper into the details. When you're talking about 2 quarterbacks so evenly matched, you're talking about probably the best of all time versus the greatest of all time. 2 of the top 3 to play this position, at least in the last 25 years, last quarter century.
Yeah.
Now we got to split these hairs. Now we got to figure out what's really going to make the difference. I'm going to trust the person who doesn't have to change the routine. I'm going to trust the person who is used to the atmosphere, who is used to the climate. You talked about this yesterday, and we didn't talk enough about it, but even if you don't think weather's going to play a factor, your body going to respond. I love what you brought up. Even if we're sitting in this studio like I am right now, starting to perspire a little bit, because even if I'm trying to tell myself I ain't hot, it's hot under all these lights.
Hot.
Walk outside and it's cold. Acho, you tough. It's cold. It ain't cold out here. It ain't cold out. Like your body will naturally. Aaron Rodgers is more acclimated to the elements, and as a result, I'm gonna trust the dude who's playing at home. He at his house. He on his couch. He eating his potato chips. He watching his TV. I'm going to trust that dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to hurt some feelings for y'all sitting at home watching this. And Marcellus, I'm about to discourage you and worry you a little bit. See, in studying the anatomy, right?
Okay.
You can take a long time to build up a habit, but it's a lot easier to break one, right? So you can work out. My dog Marcellus Wiley looks great right now. That's a good 2 shot.
Yeah,
this looks great. The suits are getting loose.
The suits are baggy.
The suits are getting
John
baggy
suits, boy.
because he's been working out. But here's the problem. Muscles begin to atrophy if you stop working out for about 8 days.
I heard about it. I felt it.
So you can work out for about 8 months, but you're going to start to lose results in 8 days. It's a lot quicker to lose your gains. Why do I bring this up? Tom Brady, he played in the cold for forever. Forever? He played in the cold for forever. But he's already told us, like, hey, I don't like this cold no more. So when I lived in Philly playing for the Eagles, I would walk outside 35 degrees in flip-flops and shorts.
Yes.
In Cali, if it's under 60, I'm in a hood because my body has forgotten what it felt like to be in that cold.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't forgotten that. That's the last reason I'm going to say that I trust him. Because in frigid temperatures since 2016, when it's freezing or below, Aaron Rodgers is 10-0. Oh, God. When it's freezing or below, this man, Aaron Rodgers, is 10-0, 26 touchdowns to 1 interception since 2016 when it's freezing or below. Aaron Rodgers is used to these climates, whereas Tom Brady, I would say that not only has he said he don't want to play there no more, and in the cold that is, live in the cold that is, but also I think his body's probably forgotten how to execute at such a high level as it has. Think about the other star players. Mike Evans, I told y'all yesterday, played college at Texas A&M. Then played in Tampa his whole career. Leonard Fournette played at LSU, Jacksonville, then Tampa. Ronald Jones, the other star running back, USC, and then Tampa. I think their star players aren't necessarily acclimated for this climate. Star players are going to be integral in these star quarterback success. That's my third reason why I'm trusting Aaron Rodgers more.
But I can't pick Tom Brady this week.
Oh, here we go, Max.
I can't do it. That bad man. The brother, my brother from another mother, him and Travis Kelce, that's what I say about them. They're my brothers from another mother. They are special. And when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, who I believe to be the greatest talent at the quarterback position ever, okay, ever. Watched him last week against those Los Angeles Rams. Watched him with Lazard and Devontae Adams and Valdez Scantling. and I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers, and it's at Lambeau Field, and there ain't been an NFC Championship game at Lambeau Field since Brett Favre was the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. I usually don't do this. There are exceptions to every rule, and Aaron Rodgers qualifies as the exception.
Wow.
I'm rolling with Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Rodgers better not lose. That's what I'll say. He better not lose. All this time I've been talking about the cliff and everything else, but I always said Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I also said he hasn't been the best. The best has been Rodgers, pre-Mahomes. The best is Rodgers. Brady's the most accomplished guy. And it's hard to separate the circumstance from the player. It's such a team sport. Well, if Brady didn't have Belichick, but he did have Belichick.
And then Aaron Rodgers did the discount double pump in the end zone for a touchdown that didn't even count. And from that moment forward, it was a disaster. From that moment forward, the Packers had 53 yards of offense. Rodgers threw a pick six. He threw another pick that was almost a pick six, and the Bucs were rolling. It was the worst game of Rodgers' entire career. And as a side note, in a more just world, it would have been a game that absolutely banned him from winning MVP, and the rightful MVP this year would be Patrick Mahomes, but we don't have to get into that. And so for all those reasons, Wilds, like, I do think the Packers are going to win, but I also think that this is you are not going to duplicate what happened in their first meeting.
I'm going Rodgers. I expect Rodgers to be spectacular. And for the most part, he's been spectacular in every game that he's played this year, with the exception of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give them credit. The defense got after him. He made the one mistake early, came back, followed that up with another mistake, and then he wasn't the same. I don't care what he'll tell you. He said it wasn't confidence, but they took his confidence. And once they got him, they played their way, played the run on the way to the quarterback, and they kind of beat him into submission. At the end of the day, it was just like, okay, we're just going to run the football and just let's get off the field, take our lumps, take our losses, and we'll get back into to Green Bay, Skip, and we'll regroup. And it's hard to see a scenario where a quarterback goes every single game throughout the course of a season and not have one bad game. He had a bad game. There's no question about that. He had a bad game, and Tampa made him pay the ultimate price, beat him down 38-10. But I look at both of these teams. I believe both of these teams have gotten better, but the Packers have gotten exponentially better. Skip, at the time when they played them, Aaron Rodgers wasn't even thought of in the MVP discussion. Everybody was talking about Russ. Everybody was talking about my homeboy. Even Brady, after that game, Brady had gotten into the discussion for the MVP. Everybody had written Aaron Rodgers off. But since then, he has not looked back. Yet they haven't won every game, but his play has been spectacular up until then. I got bad news for you. You won't even get a chance to see that matchup. You won't even get a chance to see if he could defend his honor and pay my homeboy back, because you're not going.
Shannon Sharp, your worst nightmare is about to fall like the darkness at about 5 o'clock Central Time in Green Bay.
Man, you know that song, Skip, one of my favorite songs when I was growing up, it's a love song, Boys to Men. Is this the end of the road? Is this the end of the road?
Shannon,
It's the end of the road for you, bro. It's the end of the road.
Toss to Godwin. He's got the first down, and this game's over. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady are going to Super Bowl 55.